Miss here. Good to see you. Sitting on a park bench, just trying to enjoy my day. Took a stroll with one of my buddies I hadn't seen since I left New York. Gave my stepfather a call. Wished him a happy Father's Day. I just want to say, all you dads out there that are doing the right thing and taking care of your kids and trying to raise them in the right manner, trying to raise your boys to be men and your girls to be strong women. Props to you, bro. Props to you. Or great people or whatever. I'm not trying to make this political statement because it's not a political statement, right? It's just a statement about how parents need to be there for their kids, and it's a big, important deal. So happy Father's Day. So what am I going to be up to? Well, as you know, I have to go out to Richmond, Virginia. And I have to be there. The wedding is Saturday. So I may go down to D.C. What do you guys think about that? And why would I go down to D.C.? Well, number one, I'd be doing a collab with another creator. And that creator's, a bit of a MAGA person, a right-winger, if you will. But obviously, I do stuff with quote-unquote left-wingers. But two, I think it may be time to go illustrate how militarized D.C. is. And I'd like to get a look for myself now where we are in the current COVID-19 84 situation in DC. Because quite frankly, guys, I'm gonna stand up really quick. You probably won't be able to see it because it's all background noise. But there's plenty of people down the way at the park. Masks have been now at a super minimum. Every single place I've been in New York. Actually, there's a big outdoor basketball game going on right now. And that's great. I got to tell you, I had such a great time on Friday night with my brother and, one of my best friends that I've known since I was 12, going to see Brian Callen. The only weird thing were employees still wearing masks and some plexiglass that never needed to be there was still there. But just like plexiglass never needed to be there and is still there, I can assure you chain link fencing in DC to protect a puppet administration supposedly run by a man who can't speak. He can't speak. He can't speak. He is a verified zombie who is pressing, basically saying the next big threat to this country, it isn't Al-Qaeda. It isn't ISIS. It isn't the spooky Muslim terrorists that I warned you in the very beginning were never, ever the real target, but in fact everyone, and especially you here in America. And that is why they are telling you domestic terrorism, white supremacy are the next big threats, along with their next big invisible threat, climate change, right? Viruses invisible, domestic terrorism invisible. You get it? Viruses invisible. Climate change invisible. Do you get it? And then you can just criminalize everything, right? We don't live in a country where the people's house should not be accessible to the people. And we don't live in a country where we should allow a bunch of predator class minions that have been caught in a multitude of lies that nobody, and I mean nobody, trusts anyway, stating insurrection, domestic terror. We must get to the bottom of January 6th. What is the bottom of January 6th? It seems like there's a lot of names blacked out of people that were actually FBI informants and provocateurs. Why is that? Why don't we have all the videos? Why don't we know who shot Ashley Babbitt? Why are we pretending that a police officer died as a result of what happened in D.C. on January 6th? Why do we gotta make believe? Huh? Give me a break. It's Johnny Nonsense, and you and I both know it. So D.C. may be in the cards. Maybe I'll take off tomorrow for D.C. I'm gonna send out a direct message, and maybe we'll do that. And I'll spend a couple days in D.C. before I head out to Richmond. That sounds like a plan, right? We're on the road. I've enjoyed New York a ton. I've been able to make my way around and say hello to a lot of friends and family. And, let's talk about the boop boop for a second. So many people here in New York have taken it. So many people I love have taken this thing. And even the ones that have not taken it yet, there are certain ones that now are talking about traveling on planes and international travel. And they're saying, you know, I might just take the shot for that reason. You know, I'm talking to a really smart guy I love, guy I've known for an extremely long time. And he goes, you know, I'm just going to wait a few more months and then we'll see what happens. And I'm like, wait a few more months? I'm like, brother, if you're really going to wait to see what's happened here and what's really going on, you better wait. I go 18 months minimum. And I go, honestly, 36 months, I think 3 years to really see where this pops off. I go, but anything less than a year and a half, you're fooling yourself into believing a false sense of hope. You know, and again, I'm just warning people. That's what happens long term with a lot of different types of medications, right? You know, not just specifically what we can't talk about here on a very, very censored platform. So, you know, speaking to that, speaking to censorship, speaking to narrative control, speaking to domestic terrorism, I want to point people to Rockfin. Now, I know I haven't put a lot of stuff up there on Rockfin right now. Again, I'm on the road, limited resources. Even my hotel's internet is like hot garbage. So I would have to pre-tape, and then on top of having to pre-tape, it would take forever to upload. That's kind of why I'm doing a live stream right now instead of me walking around and uploading it in higher quality. Trash internet where I'm staying in a hotel, but not a lot of choices here in the upstate New York region. You know, I'm going to pop this around really quick. Let's see if we can do that, just so everybody can see the lovely mountains and the range. Like, I love this area. It's great. It's great. You know, uncensored nature. But with Rockfin especially, guys, they've had my back. They've allowed me to say what I want to say in a manner I want to say it. They've allowed me to bring up factual evidence. They've allowed me to show peer-reviewed papers. They've allowed me to show doctors that have been uncensored. They've allowed me to tackle real topics and grow. And we're over 18,000 strong over there. So I just want to say that if you want to support the Burmese Brigade, I mean, we got 62,000 subscribers. We're 8 minutes into a broadcast. We can't get 100 people. Can't get 100 people on a live stream. That's why I need you to thumb the video up, guys. So, you know, we're doing better numbers over on Rockfin when we get live than we're doing on YouTube sometimes. And that should speak to the mechanism of censorship. And I will say it again, YouTube is not a private company. They are an arm of the military-industrial complex. They are a Trojan horse civilian system. They are Google. They are Alphabet. They are Eric Schmidt. They are the National Security Council. Okay? They are the Technopoly. They are the censored internet, an extension of Dragonfly, which Schmidt brought to China. That's all they are. That's all they are. They are not a private company. They're an extension of NASA and quantum computing and artificial intelligence. And, you know, by that alone, part of the military-industrial complex. So, you know, we're using them as a tool. We're utilizing YouTube as a platform to move people over to a different platform, Rockfin. Remember, the Ray token itself, right now, I think it's like a little bit over $1. That thing was over, $5 3-4 months ago. I think it does have intrinsic value. I think its proof of stake and proof of work mechanism are some of the highest in crypto. And I know that Dr. Shiva, I see that, is taking the government Twitter on for constitutional violations. You know, they hit me up a ton of times in the last few weeks to try to get Shiva on. And it's not that I've ignored it. It's just I've been in and out of YouTube. It's like, well, do I want him on YouTube while that goes on? Number one. Number two, I do want it to have the biggest impact. He gets ultra censored. I mean, he got deplatformed from Twitter, obviously, because, he's suing them. He got deplatformed from YouTube. Most of those videos got taken down. I think my Shiva interview is still up there. Anybody can go see that for now. Surprisingly, my interview from, how we doing, puppy? How you doing? Oh, no, she's cute as heck.
She's just.
Oh no, she's great. You guys have a great day. Cute too. Very good. Oh, again, nice day in nature. Dog wants to lie down. It is hot out here. So, look, I am worried about censorship. Why doesn't Dr. Shiva come out over to Rockfin? Let's get him over to Rockfin, baby. And let's get you over to Rockfin. At least make that free account. I will be putting up more content. Again, we're on the road. And I do want to thank everybody who has gotten a premium subscription over there. If you have a premium subscription and have not seen my Brian Callen interview about 9/11 or have not watched my documentaries and understand what happened there, I really, really encourage you to do so. So, guys, I love you. Thanks for joining me. Nature's great. Again, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And we will see you all on the flip side.